We went recently to the Miami Ad School, a wonderful place, and we conducted focus groups among a whole series of undergraduate students sharing our recently created games, and they're in a variety of topics. And we got some terrific feedback. So, well, here it is.
Let's be honest, the dialogue was fantastic. It was even better than the original.
The characters were informative, but at the same time, I hate to repeat myself, but they were really relatable, and I enjoyed that.
Yeah, like there was one question. It was like, would it or is it unwise to fire a beloved team member? And that's a very delicate situation that requires a lot of emotional intelligence and a lot of understanding of how people are going to react to certain things, and things like this where you actually like get to see what a decision like that, how that's going to affect people. It's positive. It's a positive experience.
Yeah.
I appreciated the diversity in the game. I mean, you don't really see that very frequently in a lot of, educational tools, and I definitely like that, have, somebody of a different, ethnicity as the main characters. Normally it's, just your typical Caucasian white guy, just kind of as the main hero, I guess you could say, but, it was definitely refreshing, and it seemed like they have a pretty good rapport. I mean, obviously, the sidekick was kind of, making his little gags and saying little funny things, but you had the straight man and just really guiding you along. So no, I thought they had a good rapport in the game.
Yeah, this is more like it's a game, but it's more like a fun game. So it's a very impressive.
This isn't just so cut and dry like business, like you're going to answer these questions and move on. Like, it added a sense of fun to it, I would say.
My favorite part of the game was the sidekick. His banter with the CEO was like hilarious, and I'm like, he reminded me of a little bit of myself.
I think in one word, if I could say it, it'd be natural. Because you guys aren't trying to impose anything. As soon as something becomes imposed, the attention goes there. I think the diversity was really natural and everything flowed perfectly.
You can redo the lesson over later on and see how much you've grown as a person.
So I was prepared to something more formal, and when it got into that tone that was I felt that it was talking to me, and I could reflect on it. So I think the tone was really nice, and the way the characters are developed too.
I taught for 11 years and I was a principal for 3 years. I think this is perfect. This is head on for professionals. Some of us are, I don't care if you're 30, 40 years old, a game will always make you happy. So you're happy and you're learning at the same time, and that's how I felt.
Because I noticed the wording of each segment gave you a different perspective based on your life experience. So that's awesome.
Okay, so one interesting thing for me was the fact that there weren't necessarily wrong answers. There was the most optimal answer and less optimal answers. And I just thought that was more engaging, because sometimes if you see that you're wrong about something, you get a little disheartened about it and not want to continue. Mm-hmm. But this one, it's it's more, there's more wiggle room for
The questions in general, they made me think a lot. At first I had a different opinion, and I kind of immediately changed my mind. So I think it works in a good way.
Oh yeah, I mean, being a student, I'd like it. I'd buy it. I really would. Making it a $19.99 price mark would definitely make it more available to students.
Actually, it's a good value.
Yeah, I mean, if people are actively looking for something like this and they see it's $19, they'll probably be more inclined to buy it.
And that's something that's still less than a tank of gas, or a little bit more than a fast food meal.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that younger people don't understand that yet. And
How old are you?
Let's not talk about that. That's it. I'm timeless.